Hey there guys, welcome to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the review of Arsenal's trip to Everton, where we've come away with a 2-0 win. And honestly, the first game that I've truly indulged in since we beat Olympiacos 3-0, or since we beat United at home. That first opening 45 minutes was absolutely scintillating. Some of the best football we've played all season. And the question remains, why couldn't we do that against United away? Why couldn't we do that to Swansea at home? Why haven't we done this kind of football in 2016? It's infuriating knowing that in a way. But on the day, I'm not going to talk about the title because generally the 3 points was a massive one for us, as well as that. There's a lot of positives to take from today, so I don't really want to talk about the bigger picture too much. I'm just all round very happy that we got the victory under our belt. It's a much needed victory, and the positive signs that we saw in Barcelona prevailed today. The Coquelin El Nene pivot in midfield was essential to getting this win. We actually had a midfield for once, something we've lacked whilst Aaron Ramsey's been in the squad. El Nene really did mark the likes of Ross Barkley very well, was absolutely everywhere on the pitch. Coquelin alongside him made some superb tackles in this game. The two players really complement each other, and the likes of Ramsey, Cazorla, etc. really do have an uphill task on getting back into this Arsenal starting 11 when El Nene is playing so well. It's really remarkable how he's come to the squad for such a small price tag of 5.4 million, and there was not too much pressure on him to perform because of his price tag, but I mean, he's soaked it all up, endorsed the Premier League lifestyle, really is playing good football, and it's great to have a player like him in the Arsenal ranks. He really does bolster our midfield scenario, so it's great to see it from him. Alexis Sanchez had a much improved performance today, playing out on that right hand side, got the assist for the opening goal, and his all-round play was fantastic. Alex Iwobi, first Premier League start, first Premier League goal. What else can I say on the matter? The guy was superb today, and great to have another Arsenal youth player coming through the ranks and breaking through into the first 11. Danny Welbeck up top, superb once again, got the goal, really heartfelt performance, and you can't help but feel that Giroud is getting nowhere near this Arsenal starting 11. The type of football we're playing up top now, with that front four of Danny Welbeck, Alex Iwobi, Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez, I mean, it just puts into perspective how stagnant we were when we had Theo Walcott running into blind alleys, Olivier Giroud making no movement whatsoever. So all this movement, we've got these players running off each other. You just watch it when players don't have the ball, players peeling off into the flanks. It's great to see that from that front line, and it really is an exciting one. One that I would not change in the slightest for the rest of the season, because Ozil was going to have a field day playing with that lot in front of him. So great to see that from the Arsenal front line. And the defence was immaculate today. Koscielny came back for his Premier League start, which he hasn't had one in a while, so it's great to see him come back from injury after he had that game with the Nou Camp where he was rather unconvincing, but seeing him start today was superb. He really did look like the old Koscielny, the Koscielny that always seems to come up in these kind of games. Really did put in a fantastic performance today, and alongside him, Gabriel, plaudits had to go to him because he really did have an uphill task keeping up with the likes of Romelu Lukaku in this game, but matched him in a physical sense but also in a technical sense. I thought he was amazing in this game, and the fullbacks Bellerin and Monreal, both of those were superb, and generally all round superb team performance. Ospina made some really good saves in this game, took one for the team when he got that blow from Romelu Lukaku, but all round the game was superb. I'm really pleased with how everyone worked for each other. And like I said, I don't want to talk about the title too much, but we're 11 points off Leicester with a game in hand. I still think it's too little too late, but anything can happen given the way this season's going, but it is going to be difficult. All round happy with the performance on the day, so let's get stuck into it. We got a goal opening 7 minutes through Danny Welbeck. It was great to see us start this game so quickly. It was actually Everton that in that first minute really did seem to make their intent known on the pitch. I think they hit the bar really early on, not the bar but the post really early on through Seamus Coleman, but it wasn't too long before we went up the other end of the pitch. A wonderful vintage Arsenal move, Ozil, Alexis and Welbeck, the three players involved in it you'd expect to be. Alexis plays it into Danny Welbeck, he rounds the keeper with absolute ease, so composed, plays it into the back of net for 1-0, and at that point we really did start to pressurise this Everton defence. Danny Welbeck took that goal really well, really pleased for him, and I felt that we could have scored a couple more from that point. We almost had another chance straight away for, I think it was Alex Iwobi, whose shot was a little bit tame at the goalkeeper, but unfortunately we couldn't capitalise on our dominance at that stage in the game. But Everton, they were no trouble whatsoever. I can't really think of any clear-cut chances they had in this game, apart from one from a corner through field, Jagielka, which never really troubled Ospina, but it was always going to be difficult, I felt, going away from home. But Everton, as good as we were, they were abysmal. That's probably one of the worst Everton performances that I've witnessed whenever we've gone to Goodison Park, apart from when we beat them like 6-0 a long time ago. So yeah, in that sense Everton were really disappointing. There was no service going into Lukaku, their wide men didn't get involved in the game. Barkley was nullified by our midfield, so credit has to go to El Nene and Coquelin there, like I previously mentioned. But very simple game for us, I feel, and we got our second goal through the one and only Alex Iwobi. A beautiful counter-attack, started off with Hector Bellerin, wonderful ball play through to him over the top of the whole Everton team. Iwobi with a superb run through the legs of the goalkeeper, and I couldn't be happier with the guy. 19 years old, 19. And he's got a goal in his first Premier League start for the club. That is superb. I'm so pleased for Iwobi. And like I say, that front four cannot be changed. Regarding that second half, not too much to say. I felt we could have gone out for a little bit more. You've got to bear in mind that our goal difference isn't particularly great compared to those above us in Leicester and Tottenham Hotspur, so we do need to be getting more goals when we do have the opportunity to. I felt we had to today with that front four. We could have got a lot more goals. I felt that Everton defence really was to be got at. Jagielka and Funes Mori weren't too convincing at the back, so I certainly felt there are a lot more goals to be scored in this game. We tried to get a couple more when we saw Olivier Giroud enter the field of play, and I have to be honest, I don't think he was particularly great when he came onto the pitch. Kieran Gibbs came on, didn't have too much of an impact. Mesut Ozil went off with what I'm hoping is not too much of a serious injury at this stage in the season. We really don't need him to be picking up any sort of injury, especially when he's so close to breaking the Premier League assist record. But anyway, those were my thoughts on the game. A fantastic 2-0 win away from home, superb defensive performance, all round generally a fantastic team performance. I believe our next league game is Watford at home. Let's get some redemption there after they knocked us out of the FA Cup. A few more clean sheets, that's what we need. We need to build the confidence up around the squad. Get a couple of convincing wins under our belt, exactly the same as today. Play like this until the end of the season, and who knows what could happen. But that's my take on the proceedings today. Get your thoughts on it in the comments box below. Please do like this video. If you have enjoyed it, subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV if you are new to the channel. And as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.